As a MEWP operator, one of my requirements is to ensure that I'm trained in the correct category of machine I'm going to use, and I've been given authorisation to use it. As MEWPs come in all different shapes and sizes, it's important that I'm familiarised with my machine prior to use to ensure I understand the controls, the different functions and the safety devices. I can self-familiarise with the guidance of the operator's manual, providing I've got adequate experience to do so, or I can get somebody who has got the experience to do so, and I will keep a record of this. One of the first things I need to know is, does the machine have an up-to-date fire examination certificate? Does the serial number or the asset number correspond to the machine? When was it examined and when is the next due date? Pre-use checks should be carried out in a systematic approach, using the operator's manual for guidance and a check sheet as a way of recording this. The machine should be free from obvious defect, such as tyre damage, structural damage, or any oil leaks or missing parts and components. All controls should operate as they're designed and intended to by the manufacturer. All safety devices should be checked prior to use. For example, emergency lowering. If you do come across any defects on your pre-use checks, notify your supervisor or your line manager. If in doubt on the safety of the machine, isolate, tag and report it. Your machine should be maintained in line with the manufacturer's guidance to ensure it stays in the best possible condition it can be, and consideration should be given to things like how often it's used, the environment it's used in, and the nature of works being carried out. All operators must be trained and competent in harness use. It is a Langer Rule group policy that all operators working in boom lifts wear a full body harness with the shortest possible restraint lanyard. This may be an adjustable type if necessary. Lanyards must be clipped onto manufacturer's anchorage points at all times. Unless working over water, where wearing a life jacket may be mandated instead of a harness. Although it's not mandatory to wear a harness in a scissor lift, this may be required under a site-specific risk assessment. Secondary safety devices, or anti-entrapment devices, are mandatory for all telescopic boom lifts on Langer Rule workplaces. The only exceptions are boom lifts of under 10 metre reach and spider type devices, in which case a risk assessment should be carried out to assess and avoid entrapment risk. If a contractor proposes alternative systems, they must confirm and prove their suitability and compliance. Further guidance and specification for anti-entrapment devices can be found in the Langer Rule Safe Operation of MEWPs document.